Hello everyone. Today's our topic is how to handle low marks in mock test. It's very common students who are just trying to take mock test after the preparation. Of course, not everyone can score 720 out of 720. It's very common to have less marks. It could be physics, chemistry or biology. Now, to solve this problem, you have to focus on identifying and correcting the mistakes. You have to strengthen your foundational knowledge. You have to improve your time management. That's the most key steps here. Then you see, second thing you have to do is revise your weak areas. Practice more questions on those topics. Analyze your performance in previous tests to pinpoint the areas where you need improvement. Next, please don't lose hope. It's very important. Consistently, you might be scoring less, but it doesn't mean that you are not improving. There might be new mistakes you are making, but try not to make the same mistake in the same chapters, which means you are not doing good. That means, in order to get good marks, you have to practice regularly to see the improvement. And then let's see. Analyze your mistakes and revise. You see, identify the error patterns. Analyze your mock tests to understand where you went wrong and where were the errors, and what were the errors due to the conceptual gaps, careless mistakes, or was it due to the time constraint. Revise your weak areas, like I said earlier. Dedicate extra time to revise those chapters or the topics where you have made mistakes. Use NCERT. Use NCERT textbooks as your primary source and make concise notes for daily revision. And practice more questions, of course. Obviously, you need this one. Solve a variety of questions on the weak topics, including previous year question papers. Then, next step that you have to follow is strengthening your fundamentals. Make NCERT as a base. Make NCERT books as your primary source of study material. Thoroughly understanding the concepts and solve the in-text and the back of the chapter questions. Then, conceptual understanding. Focus on understanding the fundamental concepts rather than simply memorizing them. This will help you, to solve a wider range of questions. And you have to, which is important, seeking clarification. If you have doubts, do not hesitate to ask your teacher, your friends or the mentors for the help. And then, once you have all done this, once you have found your gaps, once you have found your weaknesses, you have to improve your time management. The time to practice, which means practice solving questions within a set time limit, to improve your speed and accuracy. Then strategic question selection, which is again a very important thing to do here. Learn to identify and solve easier questions first to build momentum and the confidence, so that you will have more confidence after solving easier questions to go for the next hard type of questions, which actually help you with that. Next, time allocation. Say, practice allocating time for each section, a topic, based on the importance and difficulty. If you have found a very difficult question in physics or chemistry, something, please leave the question. And after solving the entire exam, you can come back to it and revise it. Otherwise, you can just leave it. Better not to get negative marks there. And then, maintain a positive mindset. Like I said in the beginning of this topic, that you should not lose hope. Don't get discouraged. Acknowledge acknowledge the mistakes, which are a part of learning. Okay, a part of the learning process, and don't please let them discourage you. And then stay positive, which is very important. Having a positive attitude and having faith in your abilities. And you have to celebrate small wins. Like, recognize and celebrate your progress, even if it is just a small improvement in your mock test scores. Once moving on to the next one, where you can increase your mock test frequency. Regular testing is very important. Attempt at least one mock test every day when starting out, and gradually increase the frequency as you progress. And analyze after each test where you are going wrong. Analyze your performance after each mock test. Identify the areas for improvement which can help you to take the next one. So that by following all these steps which we have discussed so far, we can effectively address all the low mark tests in your NEET mock tests and improve your overall performance. Thank you so much.